Now, I've noticed something very nice about this pristine TV. It still has a power outlet. That gives me a lot of ideas. Just jumped out to the car. I've got an inverter. Let's see if we can power up this old TV. Here goes nothing. Will it turn on? That is the question. Oh! Old football oval. It's looking rather neglected. There's little bushes starting to grow on it. But what we're mainly here for today is this old golf clubhouse and former primary school. Next to the abandoned school building is this like random netball court, basketball court, no clue. There's only faded markings left. I don't know if you guys can deduce. There's a circle in the middle, no clue. There seems to be the demonence of a possible shower block or bathroom, not too sure. Looks like water would have pooled here and drained out of these pipes, no clue, you tell me. You can see that the building was having new metal cladding added to it because obviously the weatherboards are quite weathered. Isn't that funny? But looks like that never really happened before it was abandoned. I wonder what's underneath the old clubhouse. Looks like just bits of wood and more of that old siding. Check out the windows. Super crispy. Look at the blinds just flapping away. I think those might be the original blinds from the primary school. I've seen them at other school buildings, so who knows. There's been zero cleanup. There's just broken glass and nonsense all over the place. This town now has less than 100 people that live in it, so I can see why no one cares. Mysterious school.
Mysterious school.
Alright, I think it's about time we get on to the main attraction. The old golf clubhouse is what I assume this was, at least.
Mysterious school.
Greeting us, we have a drum filled with extremely old, crispy rubbish. There's two doors into the building. I'd say this glass sliding door was added once it was used as a clubhouse, but I think the other one might have come with the school. Not too sure though.
Keep out.
Oh, a bit of wire, that ought to work.
Keep out.
Alright, let's go in. Alright, we're inside the former school building turned golf club. Pretty nice in here. Well, not really, it's pretty disgusting, but it's kind of cool for that exact reason. The whole floor is just coated in bird droppings. You can see that there's green carpet. Sort of looks golf themed, if you ask me. Speaking of floor, the whole floor is just bowed up and down. It's pretty messed up, this place. You can tell we're in the middle of nowhere because this TV has not been smashed into 1,000 pieces and it's just still sitting there crisping up a storm. Just found a remnant of the TV. I'm gathering that would have gone on here. Somewhere like that. I've noticed something very nice about this pristine TV. It still has a power outlet. That gives me a lot of ideas. You can tell it's an old school because this is where the teacher would have stood up on a little stage sort of area. And where I'm standing now is where the kids would have sat on their chairs in rows watching the proceedings. This is where the fireplace would have been. Looks like maybe they never brought the fireplace with them from where the school used to be to where it is now. It's just sort of an empty cavity, so no real clue. That brown section on the wall is where the blackboard would have been. I reckon that this writing on the wall was written here when the school was built. I would say those are the people that worked together to build this school back in the day. If you look closely, there's also some other old writings on the wall. Down here as well, you can tell it's old. Just look at the handwriting. They've still got the little sill for the chalk. This is like so sloped and unstable. There's actually the remains of the blackboard right where I'm standing. So maybe it just fell down over the years or people came and ripped it out. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely not on the wall. Yeah, someone's just came in here and teared down the blackboard. Let's flip this over, there's remnants. Most of the graffiti on here is from 2017, so obviously it was ripped down a little bit after that. Now, if we move this amazing sink, just pause for a moment to appreciate that sink. Move this air vent, this amazing air vent. We can hopefully flip this piece over too. There's also remnants on this piece of blackboard too, some of the graffiti from 2012 at the latest. These bits of blackboard are just completely buried.
Tremendous air vent.
You can see up on the ceiling that there would have been air vents that have been clogged up at a later time, but you can also see those amazing metal thingy-bobs that hold the walls together. Bit of a zoom in on the connection. Love that. Air vents.
Here's an exterior view of where the heat would have gone up through those vents in the ceiling.
Tremendous air vent. There's a CFA training manual here. There's some more CFA documents. I wonder if they used this place as a training centre at one point. Crossword puzzle.
The Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St Andrews. Rules of golf, including the rules of amateur status, effective the 1st of January 1996.
Some little forms down here. It looks like golf scoring cards. This one's from 2001. Look at these cans, they look quite old. Scattered throughout the whole building are these coasters. Maybe they sponsored the golf club. Alright, at the rear of the building, I guess maybe? I don't know, it's subjective. There is a kitchen. There's a window there. Looks like that would have been the exterior of the building at one stage. See the old serving window here. Coming in. It's pretty dang trashed and crispy, but it is a kitchen that would have served up food to the hungry golfers and shoved it out this window for the people to enjoy. The whole room is on quite an alarming slope. It doesn't really come up well on camera, but trust me, there's like documents and remnants all over the floor. That's just gone. What about this one? Looks like another scoring card. More documents and coasters. Bit of a slurp juice box. We have the hulking remains of a switchboard here. You can see there's never even a smart meter provision, so this is very old. Ominous fibrous materials. I wonder if that's asbestos. It's probably, oh, I think I can actually see fibers coming out of it. That's kind of messed up. Just main switch, blah, blah, blah. Stove, power points, copper. Check out this stove. There's crispy. And then there's this stove. It has been walloped. Absolutely walloped. Look at this poor thing. The sink area is looking ridiculously nasty. There's an old serving tray. I wonder if these taps work. Can't get that one to move. What about this one? Nah. What have we got in the sink? Drink coasters. Oh, maybe that's where the coasters came from. North Richmond, New South Wales. A little shot glass. What's under the sink? I don't think we've got too much. Looks pretty empty. Yeah, it's all pretty much empty. Everything's just coated in so much dust. There's an old Ajax thingy here, which is pretty epic actually. I don't know if they still sell this stuff. No more paper towel! You can see that the kitchen also has the little heat vent thing. I think that door back there might have been the original entrance to the school. Where I'm standing now was sort of the bag area where kids would have put their bags. and then you would have entered the school classroom. Not too sure, that's just my guess. I'm saying that because there's a window in this room which sort of infers this would have been outside at one point in time. Yeah, this room was definitely a later tack on. You can see that sort of fillery stuff there. This little remnant room has some really cool old fridges. Not much more than that left really, but yeah, pretty cool. Excellent old fridge here. Frigidaire. Wow. Called by Frigidaire Distributors Warburton Franklin Limited. Have a go at these latches and also have a go at how this could have been padlocked. Maybe this is where they kept the slurp juice. There's mirrors. Hey! It's actually pretty intact inside. I mean, yeah. I wonder if it's lead lined. Don't think you could shelter in here like Indiana Jones. I wonder what's down here. In there, lurking, it's very dark. There is a compressor. It's pretty much just a fridge. Let's close it. I wonder if it makes a nice thunk. Oh, that didn't work. I think you need to hold the handle. There's an incredibly crispy old hat. BMS. It's literally just a cap. There's nothing really to it. There's just like sheets of asbestos containing fibrous cement sheet. You can literally see the fibers coming out. That is like screwed up. Well, oh, that's an old tap. There's just like mountains of bird poo. This is just chaotic. Underfoot is more extremely brittle pieces of cement sheet. Probably like a 1970s fridge here. One of the old Kelvinator. Pretty dang epic.
Kelvinator, no frost, 610.
Let's open up this fridge. Whoa! Avalanche of bird poo alert. Butter conditioner. What do we got? More bird poo? Oh my gosh. It's so hard to see. Oh my god, this is bird poo avalanches. Ah, just take my word for it. It's just a fridge, guys. If you do this, you can create a volcano of bird poo. Oh, I just breathed that in. Well, that pretty much concludes the tour of the building. You can see they probably would have passed the slurp juices out through this window. They would have stored glasses in this box, but what's more cool is you can see whatever used to be stored in here originally, 12 jars of something expired on the 13th of July, 1980. I've noticed something very nice about this pristine TV. It still has a power outlet. That gives me a lot of ideas. Just jumped out to the car. I've got an inverter. Let's see if we can power up this old TV. Here goes nothing. Will it turn on? That is the question. Oh, we do have a standby. We do have a light. That's the volume knob. I don't know if the picture's working. Anyway, the TV does something! Hooray! Here's one of the teeing off areas. I think that's what they're called. So yeah, you can definitely see this would have been how this would have been a golf course. But yeah, it's very overgrown now. It's definitely a very barren golf course. I don't think I've seen many golf courses where the ground substance is mainly sand. Looks like one of the rakes is still here. Look at this DIY rake. Oh, and here's one of the holes. And you can even see the rake marks are still in the ground. This tennis court here looks slightly seldom used, but definitely not abandoned. That's sort of the only non-abandoned part of this rec reserve. The rest of the recreation reserve is pretty dang dead as well. Here's a crispy old mid-century toilet block. Fatally crunchy old toilet block. It's like collapsing. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. Look at this. This is manic. Oh my gosh. Check out this urinal. That is crispy. It's literally smashed in half. Around there's a toilet. Certainly was a public toilet. What a mess. There's like flies everywhere. Oh, there's a spider. Oh, there's a spider. Toilet time. The door latch is just made out of metal. Oh boy, it's a wonderful old Brent. Okay, this is getting stupid. I like how someone like just had to rip it open. They're like, gosh, what is in this thing? Just a cistern. Whoa, there's a lizard. Whoa!
Fatally crunchy old toilet block.
Having a look at some of these other outbuildings, I would say possibly the old umpire's hut here. Let's head on up. Man, this floor looks very janky. In terms of amenities, we have electricity. It doesn't look like there's anywhere to operate a buzzer or anything, but at least there's a nice view of the playing field. To be honest, it's actually kind of sad because like there would have been so many memories here and so much community, and now it's just dead. Now for the one everyone's been waiting for, the old hot dog hut. Doesn't seem very Australian, hot dogs. Sausages would make more sense. Anyway, here is the famed hot dog hut. It's just an electricity outlet. There's no sink or anything. That's pretty much the whole hut, really. There's the old wonderful school we just checked out that was turned into a golf clubhouse. On the other side of the oval, up in these trees here, is the actual old primary school for this town. I'll chuck in some B-roll shots here of what the school looks like, but can't really see much from this angle. Roasting in the sun lays the forlorn remains of the old scoreboard. Look at how absolutely trashed this metal bucket is. What the heck happened? Just got some nonsense in the trees here. Looks like we're entering the former maintenance precinct. Check out these old BP oil drums. That's a throwback. What's in here? Pretty much just an empty shed, really. There's some grain on the floor. Looks like possibly the flags from the golf course. A rake from the golf course. Sort of a poopy shed poop. Slightly poopy pappy poop. There you go, there you go, there you go. Behind the shed is just sort of a graveyard of drums, random bits of metal, wood, nonsense. Got this huge old D-shackle. Majorly ancient lemon squash here. This is criminal. Club lemon squash. That's just epic though. Levenswell Road, Moorabbin. Wow. It's made in Melbourne. At least it was. Drums. Hole 1. 5K. Obviously something from the golf course. This drum's got something written on it too. Get this big stupid stick off of it. Yeet. Oh. Hole 1. 5 km.